In the audience. It's a pleasure and an honor for me as mayor of this wacky and wonderful place we call home, San Francisco, to be here to welcome each and every one of you and to recognize the obvious that we are here once again witnessing history in the making. That is the remarkable and prolific campaign that was run and won by Mayor Jerry Brown. It's a wonderful old saying that you don't want to be the best of the best. You want to be the only one that does what you do. And I refer to that because Jerry Brown is certainly unique in that step. He's not the best of the best. He is unique in every capacity at setting the bar to becoming the only one that does what he has done.
Uncle Jerry, I know I speak for the entire Brown family proudly gathered here today when I say that you've inspired and challenged each of us. And even though a casual conversation with you often feels like an oral argument before the Supreme Court, we are so grateful for the profound impact that you've had on all of our lives. And for the office of the Attorney General of the State of California, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which you are about to enter.
I will.
I also want to be here in San Francisco because 64 years ago today, on January 8th, in 1944, I was sitting right next to where Anne is sitting. I have a picture to prove it from the San Francisco News on January 9th. And I was sitting there, my sister Barbara, we were there, and Cynthia was there. I presume my Aunt Connie, my father's sister, was not sitting there before me was in the audience. But it's interesting, when I asked my two sisters and my aunt if they remember this, they didn't quite remember as well as I did. I remember very clearly leaving our house in Forest Hill, getting in the car, and driving down here to City Hall. I was just before my 6th birthday. And I remember when I asked my father, I said, Dad, will the man we meet, who was Matt Brady, 25 years ago, I said, will he be here? Since you're being sworn in, will he be here to be sworn out? It was only 7 years later that my father took the oath of office as Attorney General, and he said then he was going to run a nonpartisan office, and he would work with local law enforcement to rid the state of crime and criminals. Well, it's in that spirit that I pledge to enforce the laws of California, vigorously and with common sense. I see adequately meaning sufficient, proportionate, not excessive or extreme. In other words, applying the law with the utmost common sense. There was a time, by the way, when people actually thought that common sense was an actual organ, just behind the pituitary. People don't think of that today, but you wonder how many people actually have that. So, specifically, 4 things for the public. I intend to use the full resources of the Department of Justice to help local law enforcement, sheriffs, police, highway patrol, local prosecutors, deter crime, apprehend criminals, and make our streets and our communities as safe as possible. First priority. Secondly, I want to ensure that our laws that protect working people are vigorously enforced. We have a lot of laws. I think there are at least 100,000. I know I think 10,000. And every government thinks he has to do 10,000 more, as though we never solve anything, and continually recycle and repeat. But we have all these laws on overtime, the 40-hour week, workers' compensation, unemployment insurance. All these are meant to create a living, fair conditions in the workplace or in the field. Third, I pledge to work with the governor, the legislature, and our congressional delegation to make sure that our laws to curb global greenhouse greenhouse gases are fully enforced. Under the federal law, these laws are already under attack. They're under attack by private organizations, they're under attack by Bush administration, and so we are already in 3 different courts defending laws that were passed and signed by two last governors, Schwarzenegger and Governor Davis. Finally, I want to work to promote urban growth in a sustainable way. What I like to call elegant density. If we're going to protect our countryside from being eaten up in straw, we have to live closer together in a sustainable, elegant way. And I want to use the Attorney General's office with the law of their lives, and I'm going to be on the side of those who want to invest and make our cities. I'm not going to speak much longer because I once gave my inauguration. It was the best speech. It was only 7.5 minutes. And no one remembered what I said, but they remembered how few words I took to say it. And I want to keep in that spirit. I just want to say this, that I see that the law is, it's not a game, it's not a business, it's a calling. And I see the calling as the chief law enforcement officer, as a sacred trust, as a vocation, to be carried out in a manner that is faithful to the law, faithful to its word and its spirit, understanding of people, understanding of logic, but grounded in our traditions, in our customs, and in our experience, and our sense of what the good and the harmonious life truly is. I heard the governor talk about harmony in California. To create that, it takes the law, it takes enforcement of the law, and we're following the law for that. So let me thank all of you. I see a lot of people who've been with me a long time, some right from the beginning, many from grammar school and high school, and I'm very glad to come back to the place where I guess I got my first glimpse of political, what we call it, power, responsibility, opportunity, or calling. Anyway, I got the first sense right on those steps, and I want to come back, get rejuvenated for the next 4 years as I carry forward the mandate of the people of California to do the right thing as I mentioned before. Thank you.
I hate that jaywalk. All right.
Good job. Excited? Work hard.
Excited. Where's the other thing?
Almost brought tears to my eyes.
Woodland, yes.
It was an ashtray given out when he campaigned in Woodland, in Yolo County.
Well, that's unusual.
Yeah, well, they don't even have ashtrays anymore.
You didn't show me any ashtrays.
What?
You didn't show me any ashtrays
I didn't have the ashtray yet. A little bit of cold.
I want to give you this, Jerry, I want to give you this ring when we get
Hurry up.
Jump in.
Oh, the jumpers keep
Hey, who takes care of WTP? Who's our host for WeThePeople.org?
It's 1 in 1.
Can we, is that safe?
They're one of the biggest in the world.
I don't know if I like this elevator.
There's a lot of people for
One thing about stairs, they're reliable.
Yeah, what if we get stuck?
That would be very...
That would be the biggest news story of the night, actually.
No, it'd be unpleasant.
It'd be fun, but it didn't happen.
You don't find that? We're here. We're here. That's the other... I think the Attorney General...
Thank you.
He's our Joe O'Donnell. This is what the deal. Joe fights Indians. He's the Irish builder. Good, I appreciate that. Okay, good. We gotta go. Enough is enough already.
I'll take another one.
Oh, yeah. This is very silly.
It's not silly.
Hey, Julie, you going to get in the
It's
picture?
your timeline.
Come on, Julie. Come get in the picture.
All right.
Oh, let's take some.
This is the hardcore, by the way.
These, the 3 of us, yeah, we're hardcore. Hardcore.
Hardcore, guys.
We were hardcore. the heart.